What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back yet again, and we're going to be finally going over Daredevil Born Again, the finale, and the season review. So, we're going to be doing two different things at once here. Now, again, I know I'm late to this, so I do apologize. I've had other things going on, but I am going to be doing a video on more what's been going on. If you guys don't know, I was moving, still in the process of setting everything up, but regardless whether that matters or not, going into the finale. This was interesting because not only do I feel like they were kind of going with the comics, but there were some issues here and there were some other things here that I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. But going into the finale after Matt Murdock saved Kingpin from getting shot by Bullseye, that's what really shocked me was him doing that. Now again, I don't know if it was just instinct or it was planned, like, hey, if I do this, whatever. But after that, Kingpin really goes on a power scaling type deal because he wants to take control over the city. He even puts in martial law to where all vigilantes are going down, and he puts out pretty much an order on Daredevil and Punisher, and he even has his side man go after Matt Murdock while he's in the hospital. Now, even after Matt tries to explain to his partner and even Heather, like, hey, you can't trust Fisk. I know what happened to Foggy. Because, he did get confirmed that Vanessa was the one that set this up because she went to go get Bullseye out of jail, because, or not jail, but I would say criminally insane asylum, due to the point where he was going to cover this up for her because she was going to start using a area in New York where you could have anything come in to the ports in that area legally and there'd be no issues. And now her and Fist are going to have control over that, and that's what their main base is. And now that they're getting what they want, that's the reason why Foggy was taken out. So Matt was trying to prove that, and at the same time, he's able to escape the hospital, and he sees Frank is in his home, and he's there to help him because again, we later find out Karen called him to help him out. And we see this big fight come out between Punisher and Daredevil fighting off the cops of the task force, and we even find out who put down White Tiger. And Daredevil, I don't think he evidently knocked took him off the board, but pretty much just really left him unconscious slash whatever else, and they were able to escape. Karen comes and is able to help them, and her and Daredevil go to get the files that Foggy was working on, and is able to prove on some more information, but at the same time they go to where that area is that they were able to find out, like I was saying earlier. And unfortunately Frank was already there because he went to try to take out as many of the crooked cops as possible. And the main one that was the main issue of the cops, he even tells Frank, oh, we're all, very supportive of you and all this. And he basically tells him to piss off in a manner of speaking. And they start wailing on him, and unfortunately he becomes a prisoner of Fist. So does the swordsman, so does other ones that pose a threat to uh Fisk and his wife, and they pretty much now on top. This man even crushed the commissioner of the police's head, because the one that is working for him for his I wouldn't say publicist, I guess you could, she pretty much chose her side because she's scared of Fisk. That's the reason why. And Fisk even goes to Heather after after everything Matt has told her about Fisk, she still not want to listen. Now she's going to become head of his health department, so that is going to cause an issue between uh, Matt and Heather. Again, I like Heather. I think honestly, the actress that plays her, she got a better role with this than what she got in the Acolyte, from what I saw, because she was the one that was the so-called other mother. So I think this was more of her redemption to really show how good of an actress she can be. And the way it ends is, of course, Punisher's locked up. He's waiting for his moment so he can escape. And Matt gives his somewhat speech of taking over the city, and he's having to rely on everyone. And pretty much now, he's probably going to raise an army within the citizens of New York to fight against Fisk and the Crooked Task Force, is what I'm guessing. But going into the entirety of the finale, season two is already coming. Season two is already coming. I think that this season did have some issues due to the fact of there was a lot of issues for the point of not only filming, there was issues with the writing, there was issues with this, and you can see that within some of the episodes. And regardless of people saying, oh, it's not like the original Daredevil or from the Netflix Daredevil or anything, again, I can see that, but there's moments where it is, especially with conversations with Frank Castle or even with Karen, or the way Matt is, because again, this was really of Matt's controlling the urge to become Daredevil again. He was controlling the urge of letting out that monster that he has put in that cage for so long, because he knows that if he lets go, then that side of him is really going to just be destroyed, because he knows if he allows that side of him to come out, then he may kill, and he's trying very hard not to kill. And I think that's what he's scared of, and the Punisher's like, dude, do what you got to do type deal. Now, I will say this. There were scenes in this season where Charlie Cox killed it. So did John Berthal. They killed it. Not only in where he's talking to Frank, like I said before, they killed it. The apartment fight, they killed it. And again, there's been rumors, oh, is Karen going to get with Frank? People have been speculating this since the Punisher series. Me personally, it wouldn't surprise me if they do get together. But knowing how Frank is, especially the loss of his wife, he doesn't want to go through that again. So again, if he does get with someone else, I'll be severely shocked. And that triangle between Daredevil, Karen, and now Frank. Again, you can tell Karen cares about Frank. She still loves Matt. She cares about Frank tremendously, and Frank cares about her, even though he doesn't show it, I would say, the normal way, but he still shows it. So I think going into this season, there was a lot of hype and it didn't do well in the charts. And again, that's understandable, but hopefully now they kind of know what they're cooking with, and maybe they can actually do better going into the second season and actually fix the issues that was in season one and going into a better season two. So that's the only thing I can really hope for. Some some of the episodes I don't feel like was very good. I feel like them really concentrating on this other dude that Fisk was kind of taking under his wing, and he was really pretty much kissing Wilson's ass most of the time. I just got tired of that character. I just didn't care. His publicist I didn't care about. The one that was the one for the BB of New York, that was, I guess, Wilson killed her uncle. I don't care about that character. I don't see how that character is really going to do anything other than probably Daredevil going to her and probably using her network to help spread the word to people, is what I'm assuming. But overall, I just didn't care about that character. I didn't see the relevance of that character at all. It was really quick and bittersweet for what happened with White Tiger, again with the actor passing away in real life. So that was hard. I'm still speculating, like I've said before. I think that his niece is going to take up the mantle of being White Tiger at some point and probably helping Daredevil, is my best guess in this. But I'm going to tell you this also. We need a Punisher series. I'm saying that right now. Get John Berthenol a damn series of Punisher. Get that man his own series again, because he deserves it. But what do you guys think of the season? Was it good? Was it bad? Overall, what is your thoughts on it? Let me know about it down in the comments. And again, apologies for having to be late, but I'll see you guys as always on the next one.